Oh,
yeah, look at you guys. This is a great looking couple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to look at this and be like, all right.
Yeah.
They belong together.
Yeah.
You know, the kid doesn't want to be there. You can see it on his face right there.
I don't even know what he was doing. He has been so fucking funny lately.
What's he been doing?
Dude, first of all, I took him to get hot chocolate. It's he says, "Can we go to coffee?" I said, "I want to go to Coffee Bean." He says, "Yeah, I want to get hot chocolate." And he's like, "But I don't want to go to other Coffee Beans. I only want the one that I like." And I was like, "Okay."
He's like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. And so I was like, "All right." And I was trying to explain to him that he was like, "Are we going to Coffee Bean?" He says, "Coffee Beans." "Are you going to Coffee Beans?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Why did you ask that?" He says, "Because I only like the Coffee Beans hot chocolate." And I realized he's asking because we were going a different way than we normally go to the Coffee Bean, and we were going to a different Coffee Bean. So I had to explain to him what
a chain restaurant.
Yeah, I had to explain to him. I said, so there's different coffee, and this is one of those things where you realize how dumb you are.
Yeah,
because you're like, how the fuck do I describe this? You know what I mean? Like, because that's you'll see, dude. In like 3 years, yeah. But like when you're a kid, you got to do it every day. You're like, they're like, "What's a shadow?" And you're like, and you just run away. you don't know how to explain it. The light blocks, and then just piss, and so did
he have feelings about it though?
So, well, yeah. Well, no, because he was like because he was like skeptic. He was like, "What's going on?" Like, we're not gonna... I was like, "So, all right. So here's the deal. So,
I just picture him in the car being like this. Wait a minute.
Totally. So I'm like, all right. So there are different coffee shops, right? Like, for instance, the one we go to that we get the hot chocolate you like, and then there's another one called this, and another one called that, and there's another one called Alfred's. Those are all different coffee shops, but there are also a few Coffee Beans. So
you lost me already.
The same.
Even explaining it to an adult, they would be like.
But I'm trying to get it to the kid level, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, so there's different Coffee Beans, and we're going to one of the Coffee Beans. So it's the same store, but it's not the exact location. And he was like, "Bro, you would get it if I said that to you, bro."
That was terrible.
Encino, man. But
I'm lost.
No, but so I asked him, and I was like, "You get it?" And he was like, "Okay." And it's really cool because we got there, and I was like he's 4, and we got there, and I was like, "You recognize this place?" Because we had been to that one before, and he was like, "No, I don't think so." And then we went in, and he said, "Oh yeah, I remember this place. I couldn't tell from outside, but now I can see it." It's like so wild, dude.
But I mean, like. Do you have apples at home?
What's an apple?
That's what you would say. But you could be like, here's an apple, and this is also an apple. Yeah. It's like Coffee Beans. They're the
Sure, I can do that. But I was driving already.
I'm noticing something about Wolf.
Okay,
that he only smiles at me.
Yeah, it's so cute. Wow, really?
Yeah, like because I had him.
How could you not smile at Eric?
But I had him yesterday. Where we were in like Rachel likes to go to hydration room. Mm-hmm. So when she's doing her little thing, I roll around being like dad of the year. You know, because when you're just a dad with a stroller, people see you like, oh my God, what a day, you know. Yeah. So then like but he I'd pick him up, and then these girls, oh my God, hi. And he's just looking at him like this.
That's hilarious.
You know? And then I go like this, what are you doing? And then he's like,
oh wow.
You know, and I'm like, oh man. I thought he was like happy, smiling at everybody. He smiles at me a lot.
Well, your dad.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
I love that. But he did smile at a black girl. And I was like, okay. He saw her and was like, and I was like, all right.
It's funny. What's this? Did I send this to you guys?
Yeah, this was terrifying.
Oh, wait, no, don't play this. My wife said don't play it. Oh. Yeah, that's okay. That's hilarious. She was like, don't post that. I was like, all right. So funny. Actually, I could probably...
Describe it?
Patreon. Oh, no, it's not.
No, I describe it. He just... the way it looks is very creepy because I made it creepy. But he says... don't weave. I'm putting in a bed. He says, don't weave. I said, oh, why not? He says, because I'll stab you. And I was like, and then I recorded. I said, say it again.
Cut to you laying next to him, just with your eyes open.
Yeah. It's too funny, man.
Checking him.
They don't know.
No, I get it, man. I understand. It's like you think about like there's even if he was sitting here right now, you could ask like, what's going on?
I know.
Like what are they doing?
I know.
And then you just it's like imagine having to explain everything you do all the time. I mean, I get that. It would just be like, well, how does this work? Why is your voice in this? You know what I mean?
So I took
Why
him.
why does Nick have a gambling problem?
So I took him to the place. We got hot chocolate and we drove back. And then I was driving through Coldwater and Mulholland, and there had like an off turn with like the dirt on it, and we could see the city. So I was like, I'm gonna pull over and I'll like open up the back and we'll look out. And so I backed up onto the thing and I pulled out, and he said, "Oh, are we in the desert?" And I was like, "Yeah, not really. Just come on." And sitting, we're sitting and we're looking at the skyline, and he was like, "What are those red whites?" And I was just like telling him, and it was just like so awesome, dude.
Yeah,
it's
I
so
know
awesome.
exactly what you're saying.
And then for no reason, he says, "My favorite word is shit."
And then he stabs you with a spork.
Yeah. It's just too funny. It's always funny every single day. So
I always wonder where kids learn the curse words. Are they learning it from us?
Yeah, it's from you. Yeah,
Just when you're like, oh God, I'm gonna get a soundproof gaming room.
I put on your Showtime special.